In the core of ancient Rome, where power struggles shaped the fate of the empire, Cato the Younger emerged as a symbol of integrity and Stoic determination. As Julius Caesar declared himself dictator for life, the Roman Senate's integrity crumbled under his growing dominance. Faced with the disintegration of the republic he had so fiercely championed, Cato made a momentous and resolute decision. Instead of compromising his principles or supporting tyranny, he chose to leave the Senate, a move that was not one of surrender, but a profound act of defiance. Today, we'll delve into the concept that sometimes walking away can be your greatest strength. Cato's story isn't just a historical footnote. It serves as a timeless reminder that when the systems around us no longer reflect our values, stepping away can preserve our integrity and empower us to explore new paths where we can truly make a difference. If this discussion on the power of walking away resonates with you, please share this video with someone who might find it helpful. And if you appreciate what we're doing here, I'd ask you for a small favor. Just hit that subscribe button. Let's dive in. A toxic environment is one that steadily drains your energy and chips away at your well-being. This can manifest in different forms: relationships that leave you feeling diminished or undervalued, or workplaces where stress and negativity are the norm. Key indicators of toxicity include a constant sense of unease, where you feel perpetually on edge, unable to relax or find security. Another sign is the presence of manipulation or relentless criticism, which can gradually erode your confidence and sense of self-worth. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what is in our control and what is not, urging us to direct our energy only toward what we can influence. This philosophy is particularly useful when navigating toxic situations. In Stoicism, enduring needless pain is counter to the pursuit of virtue and rational living. Epictetus emphasized the value of facing life's challenges with a mindset focused on what we can control, our reactions and attitudes. This insight can help us recognize the toxic aspects of our lives, reminding us that while we cannot control others' actions, we can control how close we remain to them and how we respond. As you notice these signs of toxicity, view them as obstacles to your Stoic pursuit of tranquility. Stoicism doesn't mean enduring hardship passively, but rather choosing a path that aligns with reason and virtue. Constant stress, disrespect, or dissatisfaction signals that something in your environment is hindering your Stoic practice of maintaining a calm and rational mindset. Recognizing toxicity is not only about spotting the negative aspects of your surroundings, but also about understanding how they impact your ability to live in accordance with Stoic virtues. It's about self-awareness and having the courage to make choices that protect your well-being, enabling you to walk away from situations that threaten your peace without guilt or regret. This reflects the Stoic belief in focusing on what's within our control, our choices and mindset. Walking away from toxic situations requires significant psychological strength, a quality deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus often discussed the importance of inner strength, emotional intelligence, and resilience, virtues essential for recognizing when and how to remove yourself from harmful circumstances. The first essential strength is self-awareness, which involves a deep understanding of your values, limits, and emotional triggers. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-reflection. By regularly examining our thoughts and reactions, we gain a clearer understanding of what truly matters to us, allowing us to identify what enhances our well-being and what detracts from it. This self-awareness enables us to detect toxic environments early and evaluate their impact on our mental peace. Resilience, in Stoic terms, is not merely about enduring difficulties, but about thriving and adapting in the face of adversity. It's about learning from negative experiences and bouncing back stronger. This strength is crucial when deciding to walk away, supporting the realization that preserving our well-being sometimes requires ending long-standing or deeply intertwined relationships, both personal and professional. Emotional intelligence is another key strength. This involves understanding and managing our emotions, as well as empathizing with others. For Stoics, emotional intelligence means maintaining equanimity, not letting external events disturb our inner calm. In practice, it allows us to stay composed, recognizing manipulation or stress in toxic environments and responding in ways that safeguard our peace of mind. Courage is also critical, often highlighted in Stoicism through the concept of moral bravery, the courage to make the right choice, even when it's hard. Walking away requires confronting uncomfortable truths about your situation and making a choice that, while necessary, can initially feel painful or disruptive. Together, these strengths provide the foundation not just to survive challenging situations, but to thrive despite them. Stoicism doesn't merely prepare us to detach from toxic environments. It empowers us to do so with dignity and purpose, ensuring that our actions are always aligned with our core values and rational choices. This approach teaches us that sometimes the most powerful action isn't to fight against the current, but to step away from the turbulent waters, seeking calmer seas where we can steer our course more effectively toward personal and professional goals. In Stoicism, the concept of prohairesis, the faculty of choice, underscores the importance of boundaries. Our choices reflect our rationality, shaping how we live and interact with others. By clearly defining and communicating our boundaries, we exercise this faculty, ensuring that our decisions align with our most reflective, reasoned selves. Establishing boundaries requires introspection and clarity about the behaviors we accept and reject in our interactions. It demands knowing ourselves deeply, understanding our limits. A Stoic practices this through regular self-reflection, a habit encouraged by Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations. He suggests examining one's actions and motives daily, leading to a clearer sense of where boundaries need to be set. Communicating these boundaries is equally essential. Stoicism advocates for directness without emotionality in our expressions. This can be challenging, especially in high-emotion environments. However, the Stoic approach encourages calm, clear communication, stating what is acceptable and what is not, in a way that honors our values and the dignity of others. For example, if a colleague consistently interrupts you in meetings, a Stoic response might involve a private conversation where you calmly express how the interruptions affect your ability to contribute. You would request uninterrupted time to speak, not as a demand but as a reasonable request for more productive discussions. Additionally, maintaining boundaries once established is an ongoing process. Stoicism offers the virtues of constancy and perseverance for this. It teaches that upholding our philosophical commitments, like maintaining any discipline, requires continuous effort. When others test our boundaries, responding with consistency, neither explosively nor passively, reinforces our commitment to them. From a Stoic perspective, establishing and maintaining boundaries isn't about building walls between us and others, but about creating a space for a rational, tranquil existence. This allows us to engage with the world in ways that protect our inner peace and autonomy, essential for any Stoic who aims to live in accordance with virtue and reason. This principle teaches the importance of relying on ourselves for emotional stability and fulfillment. It's vital when navigating environments that don't always align with or support our values. Stoicism, especially as taught by Epictetus, emphasizes that our happiness and peace of mind should not be overly dependent on external factors, whether people, possessions, or circumstances. Instead, Stoicism encourages a form of emotional resilience grounded in self-sufficiency. Epictetus famously said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." To cultivate emotional self-sufficiency, we begin by focusing on what the Stoics call the internal, our thoughts, perceptions, and reactions. The aim is to develop a mindset where our emotional well-being is based on our inner values and reasoned choices, rather than external validation or material success. This doesn't mean cutting ourselves off from others or rejecting emotional connections, but rather ensuring that our emotional core is not overly influenced by others' whims or actions. One practical step in this direction is practicing mindfulness and introspection. This involves regularly examining our emotional states and the thoughts driving them, asking why we feel a certain way and whether our reactions are proportionate to the events. By doing so, we can identify patterns of emotional responses that are out of sync with our inner values or grounded in external dependencies. Another step is adopting the Stoic practice of indifference to things beyond our control. This doesn't mean we stop caring about outcomes, but rather that we accept their unpredictability and focus our emotional energy on our efforts and intentions. For instance, if a work project doesn't go as planned, despite your best efforts, a Stoic approach would shift the focus to the effort itself, taking pride in your work while letting go of frustration over factors beyond your control. Additionally, developing self-reliance involves setting personal goals aligned with your deepest values and pursuing them with diligence. This builds confidence and a sense of accomplishment rooted in self-driven action, further reinforcing emotional independence. Ultimately, emotional self-sufficiency in Stoicism doesn't devalue relationships or external achievements, but places them in a healthier perspective where they don't dictate your happiness or self-worth. This approach fosters a more stable, serene life, where your emotional state is largely self-determined and less vulnerable to external turbulence. Detaching from toxic environments is a vital skill in Stoic teachings, emphasizing the need to focus on what we can control and to release what we cannot. Here are some practical steps for detachment, inspired by Stoic wisdom. 1. Identify what is within your control. This is fundamental in Stoicism. Start by identifying which aspects of the situation you can influence, your reactions, emotions, and next steps. By focusing on these elements, you begin the process of detaching, allowing the toxicity to lose its grip on your inner state. 2. Reflect and reassess your involvement. Take a moment to critically evaluate your role in the toxic environment. Ask yourself whether your presence is truly necessary and what you stand to gain by remaining in it. Stoics like Seneca often spoke of stepping back to gain clarity and perspective. 3. Gradual reduction of engagement. Instead of an abrupt exit, which may not always be possible, consider slowly reducing your investment in the toxic environment. This could mean spending less time on negative projects or limiting interactions with harmful influences, gradually minimizing their effect on your life. 4. Practice negative visualization. A classic Stoic exercise, this involves imagining the worst-case scenario or life without the stressful person or situation. This exercise reduces the fear of detachment and helps prepare you emotionally. 5. Establish and maintain boundaries. Clearly define what behaviors you will and will not accept. Assertively and consistently communicate these boundaries. This is critical for detaching, while practicing Stoic assertiveness ensures others understand your limits. 6. Seek support and build resilience. Connect with supportive networks or mentors aligned with your values. Having a strong support system can ease the detachment process, providing emotional resilience and fresh perspectives. 7. Practice self-care. Marcus Aurelius emphasized nurturing the soul, which in modern terms translates to self-care. Prioritize your physical and mental well-being, as the process of detachment can be emotionally taxing. 8. Reaffirm your values. Regularly remind yourself of your core principles and why detaching is essential to uphold them. This solidifies your resolve and ensures your actions are aligned with your Stoic philosophy. Implementing these steps helps you detach effectively from toxic elements, in line with Stoic principles that promote autonomy, emotional resilience, and personal peace. Detaching, as understood by Stoicism, isn't about indifference, but about managing your involvement in ways that protect your well-being and principles. Walking away from situations that no longer serve your well-being or align with your values offers significant long-term benefits, an idea deeply rooted in Stoic thought. Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius taught that peace and personal freedom arise from living in harmony with our inner virtues, not external circumstances. Here are some of the long-term benefits of walking away, informed by Stoicism. 1. Enhanced self-respect and integrity. One of the most profound benefits of leaving a toxic situation is the bolstering of self-respect. Stoicism emphasizes living a life grounded in virtue and integrity. By walking away, you align your actions with your values, strengthening your sense of self-worth and integrity. This congruence between beliefs and actions fosters a deep inner peace, knowing you've remained true to your principles. 2. Improved mental health. Detaching from stressful environments can lead to noticeable improvements in mental well-being. Chronic stress can have harmful effects on both mind and body. Stoicism teaches that a calm mind is essential for happiness. By removing sources of major stress, you create space to return to a state of calm and rational existence, which is key to effective decision-making and personal fulfillment. 3. Greater emotional stability. Removing yourself from toxic dynamics reduces emotional turbulence. Stoicism advocates for emotional equilibrium by encouraging us not to let external events disturb our inner peace. This stability allows you to approach challenges with composure and rationality, rather than being swept away by emotional reactions. 4. Increased energy and vitality. Toxic situations drain your energy. Once you walk away, you may notice you have more energy to invest in activities and relationships that are genuinely fulfilling, supporting your stoic pursuit of a good life. This can lead to higher productivity and a more vibrant engagement with life. 5. Opportunities for new growth. Walking away can open doors to new possibilities. Once you are free from negative influences, you have the space to explore new ideas, relationships, and projects that align with your stoic goals of wisdom and self-improvement. 6. Deeper relationships. By setting clear boundaries around what you will and will not tolerate, you attract and foster relationships with people who respect those boundaries. Stoicism values relationships based on mutual respect and virtue. Walking away from those who don't meet these standards paves the way for healthier, more supportive connections. 7. Reinforced personal agency. Finally, making the difficult decision to walk away strengthens your sense of personal agency. Stoicism teaches that we are masters of our fate through the choices we make. Each time you choose to act in line with your deepest values, you reinforce your capacity to shape your life proactively. Each of these benefits contributes to a more meaningful life, where your actions are driven not by external pressures, but by a reasoned and virtuous understanding of what's best for you. This stoic approach fosters tranquility and empowers you to pursue your highest good with courage and clarity. As we conclude today's discussion on the transformative power of walking away, remember that each step back can be a giant leap toward a life of virtue and inner peace. Thank you for joining us at Everyday Stoic Lessons. If you found this video insightful, consider watching one of the suggested videos on the screen to further explore the profound wisdom of Stoicism. Thank you for being part of our community, and until next time, continue embracing the Stoic path to personal freedom and resilience.